broke and unemployed and alone.
Well, I think actually the three of those probably are connected in some respects.
There's probably thousands of millions of people going through a very similar story.
Finding a job is something that is obviously very important to someone who wants to not be broke anymore.
I do know that one of the things that attracts people is people that are moving in a direction.
Yeah, getting to a job, and I think then the money and some friendships would spring from that.
Don't be afraid to try something new, because God has a plan. He's got a purpose for your life.
Sit down and just define, even if you have to grab a pen and paper and define what you want to achieve.
He's given you those skills and those abilities for a reason.
Just trust in Him and talk to Him about it.
And He's not going to just leave you sitting there unemployed for the rest of your life.
You know, everybody's been through points in their lives where they're at the absolute low.
The important thing is to not sit there and not dwell on it. I mean, it can be easy to let that consume you.
Don't let yourself become the victim.
You know, get really upset about being unemployed, and that begins to define who you are.
When we look at ourselves, we often think, no one is in as bad a position as I am.
I mean, it really depends how you define, what is broke.
I think the first and most important thing is to start by learning to serve others.
If you can afford food and somewhere to live, as far as the world goes, that's probably pretty good.
And I'm sure that someone will have less than even what you have.
Is broke not being able to afford a new computer and an iPhone.
And oftentimes when you start to look at other people, you find something in your own life to give thanks about.
Money certainly isn't everything.
I don't think being wealthy, having a great job and having heaps of people around you will make you ultimately happy.
While you might not have much in the way of money, there are plenty of things you could have that a lot of people with money don't have.
You need to start thinking more positively. If you change your attitude, if you really do that, that makes a huge difference.
Like happiness or health or loved ones.
The only place we can find absolute happiness is in a real and deep relationship with God.
Before God, you're a valuable person.
God loves you, He cares for you, and He's got these skills and He's got a job for you, and something that you probably never would have imagined.
And how amazing it is that doors start to open for me that I didn't even know were there.